Hello and welcome to MGP638. I'm Kevin. With me this week, it's a sausage fest. It's just Sheepdog and Pab. Say hello, boys and girls.
Hello, boys and girls.
Hello, hello.
Welcome to new monthly episode, MGP Sausage Fest edition. We figured we had too much diversity in our group of 4 white middle-aged people, with one of them as a female, and wanted to narrow in a little bit further to just middle-aged white men. And that's what we are, boys and girls. That's what we are. We love diversity here, don't we?
Felt the urge to dispute the middle-aged part, but no.
I mean, you're the most middle-aged of all of us.
I'm the second youngest.
Age has got nothing to do with it. You're the most middle-aged.
Third youngest if Anna's here. Bring her back.
Nah, you're definitely the most middle-aged. You're the one who does the most middle-aged things. You're the one with teenage kids and a mortgage and a dual income household. You're definitely more middle-aged than we are.
Your kids are adults. Isn't that making you
that
more
means
old?
that makes me less middle-aged. I'm
Or
pushing
what?
towards old
Retired?
age.
Yeah, weird.
Yeah.
Pensioner.
Yeah. Middle-aged people don't have adult kids. That's a I'm an old guy. I'm a wise old gentleman. So if anything, I'm here to offer the diversity. There you go. Problem solved. We don't need to bring in a new woman. We're good.
I mean, Anna's
Thanks, goodness
returning.
for
She's not
that.
gone for good. She's just
Well,
asleep.
I don't know. She's having a nap, so I don't know how long she's going to nap for. She might still be napping next week. We've basically, me and Anna have been in London for the last day and a half. We had Anna's favourite kind of trip, a whistle stop tour with no rest time and public transport rather than in the car. She loved it all. But yeah, she is absolutely broken now. So we've got in and she's just fallen asleep, and I expect she'll sleep for a couple of days now and then she'll resurface towards the weekend and she should be fine. It'll be fine. But yeah, it's just the 3 of us. How exciting. Talking of exciting things I saw when I was down in London, we're familiar with the concept of the half and half scarf, presumably, for football matches.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
saw a man today in a half and half jacket wandering down Regent Street wearing a half of his jacket was Arsenal, the other half was Kairat Almaty, or whatever the name of the Kazakhstan team who were playing against Arsenal tonight. So he'd obviously presumably he's travelled in from there and was wearing his half and half jacket and seeing the sights of London this morning, wearing his half and half jacket with his distinctly unimpressed looking female hanging off his arm. But there you go, half and half jacket string. I don't know where you buy such a thing. I don't know if he brought that with him or if they're selling that around London somewhere. I don't know. It looked quite nice. It was all right. I stopped him and asked him where he got it from, because then I could pretend I went to a niche football match once. But no, half and half jackets exist. How very exciting. In addition to that, me and Anna are now cultured theatre goers. So, proper cultured. We went to see Wicked last night at the theatre, which was it's the second time we've been to the theatre in the last 5 years. So we are basically culture vultures at this point. That was jolly excellent. I got myself some merch. Got myself a badge and a magnet, and I got a jumper. We had a lovely time. And then I went to Hamley's this morning while Anna was still asleep in the hotel, and they had a whole Wicked basement in there. So I got to have my picture taken with Lego versions of the Wicked characters as well. So we've had a lovely Wicked couple of days. And I had for my dinner last night a Harrods meal deal. We didn't have a hot meal.
Harrods meal deal.
I spent £15 on a sandwich in Harrods.
Okay.
It was a 3-pack of little brioche buns. It was the mini picnic roll selection. One of them, just beef and horseradish, very normal. But I also had egg mayonnaise with caviar, which was very pleasant. And one was like lobster in a chili sauce. And I think, Pabby, and you should be aware of this as we are going to be traveling together very soon, there's a very real chance I'm a lobster man now. I've had lobster a couple of times in the last year or so.
Okay.
I think I'm a lobster guy. So we are going to be on the lookout for lobster when we go on our hollybobs a little bit later on in the year. Because I'm a lobster guy. What can I do? I'm a lobster guy.
Doesn't taste of anything, does it?
Taste of lobster. It's like a massive prawn.
I don't
I think
remember
that's
it
why
really
I
having a
like it
flavour.
so much, because I like prawns, but these are massive versions of them. I was taught how to open a lobster by Donald Duck, so now Donald Duck has given me that skill at the Disney buffet last year. I am now. This is now the third time I've had lobster. I'm a lobster guy. So be warned, everybody. If anyone wants to send me food, lobster is my current preference. I'm not fussy, just lobster. And that summarizes my non-gaming activities for the last week. There you go. We've done the banter. We've had the Sheepdog hasn't even delivered any. Banter's almost complete.
I didn't have any lobster. I just didn't really do much. It's been a quiet one. I went to visit a friend for their birthday weekend.
Did he visit you, Pabby? Because he didn't visit me.
No.
No, not me.
Yeah, interesting. Because it was Pab's 40th. He had quite a big birthday quite recently. I don't remember you visiting him.
I sent him
Probably
a
because you
message
don't
on
consider Pab a
WhatsApp.
friend. Is that?
Oh
is
no!
that what,
Usually when I
we're
tell him
saying
I'm
here?
about, he tells me to get lost.
No, me Sheepdog tells me he was around the previous weekend before he tells me.
I usually tell you in advance. Well, in the past I've told you in advance, and you've just told me to leave you alone.
Yeah. Pab was sat there in tears waiting for his old pal Sheepdog to turn up, only to find out you were grooving somewhere else with your real friends. What a monster! What a monster you are!
Literally
Sir.
sent him the happy birthday.
You didn't come
text
to his
4 minutes
party.
past midnight. You were like 8 hours later than that.
I didn't know it was his
records.
birthday. I haven't got a clue. But then I don't go to anybody's birthdays, so there's no expectation on me. You socialise with people.
Anna was a full day and a bit late, so Pab, keep that in mind next time you're weighing up who cares.
Okay, will do.
In addition to gallivanting around all over the place, and by the way, if we are making notes about Anna, she wouldn't come to my Animal Crossing island even on the train.
What?
She won't visit my Animal Crossing island
At all?
No, she keeps saying, "Not now, I'm busy," or "Not now, I'm tired." All I want is for her to visit my Animal Crossing island, but I think she's a little bit worried that I've ruined it the way I ruin things. And she's been happily playing it for months again, since pretty much since she got her Switch 2. She's just been plugging away at it like a normal person, just 20 minutes a day, maybe 3 or 4 days a week, just normal speed Animal Crossing, taking her time. In the 2 weeks since I've been playing it again, I've played about 4 calendar years, I imagine, once you take into account all of the time traveling I've been doing. So
Okay.
my island is looking pretty sweet. I've got a theme park that is nearly finished now. I've got millions of bells in the bank. I'm basically trying to pave the entire island. I don't want any of this vegetation there, so I'm working on just paving the entire island and then covering it in fun. And
Fair enough.
she knows what I've been up to, but I don't think she wants to look at it and be like, "Oh well, I don't want to play my island now." Now I've seen what you've done in 2 weeks of obsessively playing the game, because I don't know, I just have this thing, and I do try and hide it, but occasionally when I get interested in something, I get quite obsessively interested in that thing, and do it quite a lot, to the point where I've started an entirely new YouTube channel for playing cozy games on, so that I could make an Animal Crossing video. And yeah, just played a lot of it. I've finally been to the hotel. I think when we spoke last week, I hadn't unlocked the hotel yet. I have unlocked the hotel. I've been to the hotel. I enjoy decorating the hotel. There's a lot of decorating in all this DLC and update stuff they've been doing. It felt a lot like the previous DLC from a decorating perspective.
Happy home designer style, yeah.
Yeah. Which I guess was a way to get people that content, similar content for free, because Happy Home was charged, wasn't it? I think that was a paid for DLC. But I quite like having strangers wandering around my island, sampling my wares, sniffing my jarred bamboo shoots on my little Whole Foods market that I've got set up next to resident services. Get yourself a cherry milkshake or a fish on a plate, which seems to be one of my specialties. Fish on a board. It's just a fish on a board, but I think it's a way to present my fishes when I catch them. I've almost got my second T-Rex, so I've got my T-Rex skeletons all outside as well. And yeah, I'm just having a jolly nice time with it. Just absolutely abusing it, and I imagine I'll continue to do so until that Pokopia game comes out in a couple of weeks, at which point I'll drop Animal Crossing like a stone. It'll be like
Couple of
I'd never
weeks.
played it. Yeah, it's out early March,
Is
I
it?
think. So what's that, 2, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, however many weeks it is. But yeah, that's out soon. And at which point I'll forget Animal Crossing
Oh,
exists
yeah.
again for another 5 years until the next one of those comes out. Because that's
Interesting.
how I roll with this game. I played it obsessively for a couple of months during COVID, and then it must have been more than 5 years since I'd last opened Animal Crossing when I went back into it, and since then I must have played like 4 or 5 hours a day every day since reopening it again, which is no mean feat on a game like Animal Crossing, where there are not 4 or 5 hours worth of things to do on any day. You need the time traveling to be able to play it as obsessively as I'm playing it. But I'm having a very nice time. If anyone hasn't given Animal Crossing a try off the back of the new 3.0 update, you should. It's a lovely time. A lovely time's being had by all.
I've been playing
And
it. Don't worry.
yeah, oh, you're a good boy, Pabby. I want you to start streaming it again. I want to get in your streams.
No.
Pabby, the Animal Crossing streamer.
No, them days are gone. I play for maybe 10 minutes at a time at most, and it's like I've got all the Lego stuff. I've been doing that every day. Just been ordering me 5 that I can do. Which is annoying, isn't it? It's...
How many games do you have now on your task list of daily chores? I've just got to do my 5 or 10 minutes that I do every day on this game. You spend hours working through your rotation of games that you have chores to do on every day.
It's what is it? Pokemon Go. Do my daily spin a stop and a catch a Pokemon. Marvel Snap. What's that? Hang on a minute. Let's have a look. The Pokemon TCG. Coffee Golf and Wordle.
And then, of course, Animal Crossing.
And then I do Animal Crossing in the evening when I get in from work. I just turn it on and collect me items that I've ordered. And then order some new stuff. Have a wander around it. I started. The problem is, the last time I did it, I did get into it a little bit and went, "Oh, you want some items, do you? You want some items building outside the hotel. There's a desk that has requests for items."
Mm.
So I started doing that, and then once you start, you kind of can't help yourself because I've got 16 million in the bank and tons of resources. I just gotta go, yeah, okay. I had nowhere to put that massive workbench in my house, the Lego workbench. So I
It's
just propped
front
it
and
up.
center in my living room.
Oh, I propped it up outside the hotel. I was like, well, this is where this stays now. This is where this is my workbench now, because I initially was just running back and forward to my house, getting the gear, building it, and then coming back, going, oh, you want 2 of the items? Oh, right, okay, back I go.
But you can't access your storage doing it that way, can you? Or can you? Does it access storage from everywhere?
Yeah.
I thought that was only if you had the workbench in your house that it accessed the storage for you.
Well, I don't know. It let me do it.
That's interesting.
I didn't have any snowflakes. It was some ice walls and stuff, and I built them. I didn't have any snowflakes or anything, so I assume they're in my storage somewhere.
Interesting. I might cover my island in crafting tables then.
Yeah, just put one on each corner. Yeah, just one in the middle. You'd never 20 feet from a workbench. But yeah, I have been playing it. Yeah, I'll come over to your island at some point if you want, just to appease you. Oh, there you go.
Splendid. But other than that, that's all I've done this week. There's been a new Football Manager update, but I think we talked about that last week. So yeah, I've not played anything other than Animal Crossing, and don't expect I shall until Pokopia is out.
I presume there'll be an update for Football Manager post transfer window.
I mean, they're doing updates every couple of weeks, so there'll be a database update at some point. But the key updates are them fixing the stuff that's broken and finishing the things that weren't finished. So I know there's stuff they're working on. So there's still going to be a regular pipeline of updates for a little while yet, I think. Presumably all the way through to the World Cup, because they've got the FIFA license for the World Cup, but there's still no working international football mode in the game. So they really probably do need to get international football working before the World Cup. Otherwise, we could end up in a scenario, because worryingly, they've described international football as a module. And there's a little bit of a worry that it's going to be like those old FIFA Road to the World Cup games where
yeah,
you're going to have
yeah.
this separate loading area where you can literally just manage the World Cup, but it doesn't actually integrate into your world. And I think that will push a lot of people over the edge if it doesn't actually integrate into the game properly. So I think they've got a lot of work to do before the World Cup starts in the summer.
Interesting.
I am.
Interesting.
I feel
You
like
are.
they're going to hedge their bets a bit. That at the rate they're going over there, it won't be happening at this rate. But if I was Miles, I'd just
I
be
don't know.
like,
I don't know. That's a conversation you can have when you've got the FIFA license. I think if it was just let's get an international mode out before the World Cup, I think it would be different. But considering they are working with FIFA, I don't think they can make those kind of noises.
True. No, fair. All right. That'll be the only World Cup we'll be watching, I imagine, at this rate.
England are going to win it, and it's going to be. It'll always have an asterisk next to it because we'll be the only ones who go. We play the final against America, and there you go. Have your little World Cup, 2 times winners, and we're not going to be even allowed to celebrate properly. It's going to be very sad.
Take it for that extra star on the shirt, though, eh?
Yeah, exactly. It'll be worth it. All worth it.
Are you finished with games? Shall I talk about?
Yeah,
I mean, week.
2 weeks ago, Sheepdog, I thought I was, but Animal Crossing has brought me back. Nice of you to ask, though.
I spoke last week about how I had a problem with the Pokemon Legends CA DLC, ZA, whatever you want me to call it. Townsend, one of our listeners, messaged me to say that what I actually needed to do was just to basically lend myself the DLC virtual card from Ollie's Switch to mine, and it should work. I haven't done it yet because he won't let me. He says, "Oh, I'm still playing it." I was like, "You haven't touched it in weeks." It's like, "Yeah, well, I'm still playing it." I'm like, "Right, okay. I can borrow it for 2 weeks and give it back." And he's like, "No, I'll finish it." I'm like, "Right, you are playing." He's finishing Yokai Watch on his DS and playing Silk Song still and Subnautica, another game, and I'm just like, when are you going to complete it? But I have now got my own weapon. He wants to play the Cult of the Lamb Warhaven DLC, and I have that. So I've said to him that he basically needs to lend me the Pokemon one if he wants to get a copy of my Cult of the Lamb one. But I don't know that I'll be done with Cult of the Lamb's DLC before he is ready to lend me anyway, because I got started that up. And the first thing I discovered, I was told by several people and then found it to be true, is that to play that, you need to have made sure you've... To be fair, I have defeated all the bishops in Cult of the Lamb, but you have to have done that to play the DLC. And there's quite a faff of just me having to... Well, it wasn't a massive faff, but I had to like go and expand the area below
Is this
my
a paid
area.
DLC or is it a free update?
Yeah, this is the first paid DLC they've released.
And they've hidden it behind having to have basically finished a chunk of the game.
That's basically, yeah, which is a little bit surprising, isn't it? You have to have, well, essentially completed it and then done a little bit extra, I think. And then what bothered me was because everyone had said this and the game was saying I needed to do it. When I went on there, my mission was to go and confront these 4 characters again. And I thought that's what it was telling me to do. So right after I sacrificed one of my oldest villagers, I realized that the game didn't need me to do that. I was like, no, I sacrificed them for nothing. I can't even revive them. They're gone. But I started doing all the bits and pieces. Basically, I've been in preparation mode for it because there was so much I needed to do just to straighten things out. And my youngest really wants to do the DLC with me. But when he was in the house and I was doing all these preparational things, and then the moment he left was when I realized, I could have just started it straight away. I just misunderstood what it asked me to do. I needed to keep making tribute to this this little, I'm guessing it's just like another god cult thing, and I thought that involved me going and doing all the different areas that were on this list. But then when I realized they just needed gems and gold and wood and stuff like that, I just went, rattled through it because I had all those resources already. I think I was just missing 2 the first time when it actually asked, and once I'd got them, it let me. But it immediately said, like, if you press this again, you're going to start the DLC, and then you're locked into it, and you can't you can't go back to your old save once you've done that. You have to be on a Warhaven save, and that's obviously because it will be snowy and all of the new features will be available in that. But yeah, I'm at the cusp of pressing that, so I can't really give it a review. I was hoping you might have played it, Pab, to talk about it, but I'm
No.
guessing you haven't. No, yeah,
It's not my thing, I don't think.
right. Okay, so next week I'll be able to give a proper
Anna's
review.
more
of it.
likely to have played it. I don't know if she has been, but I know she liked
Yeah.
Cult of the Lamb quite a lot.
No, I
when
did
it
think
was
she
a
might
thing.
have. I was kind of hoping when I was thinking about it earlier, I was like, hopefully one of them has played it and I can just go, yeah, I'm nearly there. I'll play it next week. But yeah, our release week episode, and I'm having to say, well, I'll tell you what it's like next week. It is fun being back in the game, though. Just be warned that you have to make sure you're at that point. A few people I know started a new save like 2-3 days ago. Well, it dropped Friday, I think. So they started a new save Thursday, Friday, and then have been working their way up to just playing a new save with it. Whereas I just thought, you know what, I've already got like 29 cult members and a good long list of ones I can resurrect it from when I want to. So I thought rather than starting again and trying to build that up, I could just keep them going and see how I go. But yeah, I'm looking forward to actually playing it properly. Speaking of trying to play something properly, I started Divinity Original. Is that the right word? Yeah, Divinity Original Sin 2.
Okay.
But I tried playing it in handheld mode, and I don't think that's a game that I want to play in handheld mode. I need to be playing that on a TV with a controller.
Yeah, I tried to play this on my Steam Deck, and it was impossible to work out what was going on. It was all too small.
When I was creating my character, I was like, I can't even see her face. Like, I don't know what she looks like at all. So, yeah, it started. I haven't really put that much time into it because it was so small, but I wandered around like the rooms and stuff, just exploring and trying to get a hang of the controls, and just thought, no, I can't do this in handheld. This is going to drive me nuts. So yeah, I'll get back to that at some point soon. I spent more time figuring out sharing things from my. So as well as the DLC, I can't remember if I mentioned this before, but I was a bit miffed to find that you can't dictate which Fortnite account your Game Pass subscription is linked to. So
What?
I have Game Pass, and it's linked to my Sheepdog 6K Xbox profile. Whereas I was hoping that I could have just said, "Oh, this is my Fortnite account," and linked it to Ollie's so that he would get his monthly V-Bucks. But yeah, no, it just doesn't. I asked them via email if I could switch it at all, and they said no, it's just linked to your Game Pass account. And they're like, "Oh, I don't advise you do this, but the only way you can fix this is to switch your Game Pass to the other email address." And I was like, "I don't really want to do that." So I was a bit miffed. But then what I found was I can actually buy stuff in the shop and send it to people on my friends list. So what I did,
Yeah.
I went on my Xbox, loaded it up. I've got like 3,000 V-Bucks just sat there that have been accumulating since the hike to the. You get free crew, don't you? Basically, in Fortnite if you've got the full Game Pass. So
yeah.
my youngest has started playing Fortnite recently, and I just said to him, "Look, you're currently walking around with all the default stuff. I'll friend you on there and then send you the stuff." But annoyingly, it has a 48-hour waiting period or something that I feel for him, because every time I tell him I'm going to do something, a game throws me a left field curveball that says like, right, yeah, you can't send gifts to people and to be friends with them for 48 hours. I tried getting Robux from this site and it had a 30-day waiting thing. I told him I'd get Cult of the Lamb, and then I didn't get it for like 3 days. That was more on me, to be fair. But yeah, he's had to be very patient, bless him. But this one, I guess, is to stop people doing something naughty with it or whatever. But yeah, as soon as I'm able to do that, I'll be able to send him some swag. But what was interesting was you couldn't also send or friend people unless you were level 2, and so I had to sit there and play Fortnite for about. I mean, to be fair, I got to level 2 really quickly, but which was like, I don't know, 2 kills. But then because I'd done 2 kills, I was kind of like, oh, I'm better at this than I remember. When I was doing that red versus blue thing, so I was monotonously jumping back into the arena, getting gunned down. I think for every like 5 kills they did on me, I did maybe 1 or 2 kills on them. But yeah, this wasn't as bad as I really. But I'm not as bad at this as I remember being, and it didn't make me feel ill until I think I played it for about an hour, and I was just like, okay, now I'm starting to feel a bit dizzy, and yeah, okay. So because the boys are playing it a lot and my niece plays it a lot, they're just always banging on about it. So it's been more on my radar, and seeing the South Park stuff that's on there at the moment, I was like, I'm not going to get hooked into this. I don't really like shooting games, but yeah, it was fun to just get that sorted, and he's excited that he's going to go get himself some non-default skins and stuff whenever I finally get to send him the stuff. It doesn't mean I got to log in every month to send the items over to whichever son wants them that month, kind of thing. But yeah, if you've got the full Game Pass and you're not utilizing the Fortnite Crew freebie that it does, then there you go, do that. It's not that painful. I don't know what else we get from this. I know like there's got an Ubisoft thing on it.
Yeah, you
but
get a
is there,
Ubisoft thing. Yeah.
like I don't really have any interest in anything they've produced. But do we get anything else that's worthwhile from it?
I can't remember. Can't remember now. I remember it. I remember those two. I think those were the two new editions. I don't know if there's anything else.
I find it a bit weird that they're the things we get, but I mean, I feel like they just had to justify putting the price up, didn't they? Yeah, so I think that is it from me. What did I do? Played a bit of Mario Kart. I was going to talk about a board game I played, but I can't remember the damn name of it, so that's no good. But it was like quite a fun game. Yeah, over to you, Pabby.
Wow. Okay. What was I going to say now? I forgot what I was going to say.
Well, that's silly.
I was looking on. I'll tell you what it is. I was looking on. I was looking on my Switch. I turned my Switch on. Then I remembered. Oh yeah, I pre-ordered Dispatch. Dispatch is out on Switch too now.
Oh
yes,
yeah,
I've also pre-ordered that on there. Yes,
it's on Switch
too.
too.
I'll take that on the cruise next week, and yeah, I'll play it. That means I don't have to take my Steam Deck. Problem solved.
Like a good playing game. So
yeah,
I was like, I'll play that on the flight. But then I read today that the nudity, there's no nudity in it whatsoever.
So, I'm getting a refund then.
It's completely like the on and off, whatever it was. Like there's like a switch on the option that's not even in there. It's just not a thing.
What is the point with no willies?
Well, I know, but they said it doesn't affect the story in any way. It's just one of them things they had to do to kind of abide by Nintendo. But even though there's some stuff
all the
on
swearing in it.
I imagine there's
I
probably
don't get any
swearing in it.
I'll be very cross.
Oh no, I imagine they just bleeped. I didn't think about that.
I should hope so, Pabby.
Huh, maybe.
I want swearing, but I want it bleeping.
Yeah,
because I am delicate.
Well, there you go. You might just get your way. What else was I going to tell you about? Do you have the Nintendo Switch Online stuff?
Yes.
With the the GameCube stuff, because
I don't open any of that, but yes, I have it.
The GameCube Fire Emblem game came out on there.
Did it, by golly?
Yeah, and I went, oh, I must tell Kev this at some point because I'm sure he'll probably want to at least have a look at it.
The problem is, it's old, isn't it?
It's a GameCube game. It's not that old.
Yeah, I mean that's nearly 30 years old now. Probably a GameCube.
Oh yeah, but it won't look like a Super Nintendo game or anything like that. There's also all the Game Boy Advance ones on there.
Some of them look a little bit better than that in-betweeny period of games where they were just starting to experiment with 3D and stuff, didn't
they? It's better than that. It's probably like it's around Dreamcast era sort of thing. So it's like PS2, maybe a bit better than a PS2 level. It seemed alright. I've not seen anything of it. It might be just complete bobbins, but I just saw it. It got released on the Nintendo Switch Online stuff, and I was like, oh, I wonder if Kev knows that.
He didn't. Now he does.
There you go. Now it's on your radar.
Exactly.
What else is on? Animal Crossing I've mentioned. I've played more. I've played doubly the amount more of Death Stranding 2. I'm more knowledgeable.
You're 2 hours in now, are you?
No, I'm 12 hours in now. I was 5 point something in last time we spoke. I've wandered across some more sections of Australia. I've met the main bad guy. From what I see, it seems. Finally, he comes out of a coffin like a sort of weird vampire. But it's Higgs from the first one, and the thing that I found, I mean, it's fascinating. It's a weird game, and he comes out of this coffin and he has like just like a mask on. It's like a face, like it's like a mask, and it's just a picture of a face on it. And it took me a while to realize that every time the camera panned away and panned back to him, the emotion, like the face expression was different every time. And I was like, I didn't notice it first. I was like, wait, wasn't he smiling a minute ago? And I looked and it did it again, and it was different again. I was like, oh, okay. I see what you're doing. Very good game. Very good. Yeah, I'm enjoying just wandering about. I've got tons of guns. I found a vehicle, kind of like a big truck type vehicle, which has been great for getting up and down these mountains with. I'm not having to climb and wear my boots out and stuff like that.
This game actually has boots that wear out. Then
oh yeah, you have porter boots, and
I don't understand what this game is, but I don't want to know.
It's a lot of walking. You're a postman basically.
Oh, I'm in then.
You are delivering. You get parcels given to you by people, and they need to go over there to this next station over there, and you wander across in your boots, and you put all the parcels on your back. You find parcels just on the floor, just dropped cargo by other players. Other players drop stuff right at certain points, or they leave stuff, and then it turns up in your game at some point, and you can pick it up and finish the delivery. They get some bonus XP. You get the XP for delivering it. So you just get loads and loads of stuff on your back.
I think you think that's cool, and that worries me.
What do you mean?
You're just delivering post, Pabby.
Oh, there's a whole story as part of it as well. You're connecting people up to the chiral network because people are all because of the Death Stranding. People live in bunkers now and don't come out because they're afraid to go out. And you're trying to reconnect basically people up to a network, basically like the internet. You're trying to connect people up. You're also a BT engineer, by the sound. A BT engineer that's a postman. You're trying to connect people up.
You've got Norman Readers as well, ain't you? So it's like
yes, you're
no
Norman Readers, and he's pretty good at it. I've enjoyed.
He's not good in anything, Pab.
He is. He's all right in this.
Oh, he's awful. Can't stand the man.
He seems all right. No complaints. So yeah, I've got to the point now where I've just done. I've just got the monorail up and running again to the mines. People will know about that who've played this. I've got like a little hover cart that I can put a lot more items on instead of carrying them on my back. Because you put so much items on your back, it makes it harder for you to move, to walk with. You
have too much stuff. Pack gets a helicopter.
Maybe. Does he?
Yeah.
Does he get a helicopter?
Mm.
Oh, well, there you go. See, this is the thing. You see, you need like a trolley. I get a little hover trolley, and I pack loads of stuff on the back now. I also yesterday figured out that you could just put an extra pair of shoes on your backpack. Which
I mean, how fast are these shoes wearing out? I mean, how fast do your shoes wear out in real life? I'm not sure how realistic this is.
Yeah, but you
walk a lot in real life.
I'm still on the first pair of shoes from the start of the game. I'm 12 hours in, and I'm about a quarter of the way.
I don't know that I'd worry about them wearing out then.
Well, but when you see that bar and you see it's like chipping away at it really finely. You're like thinking, I don't know when I'm coming back to a station where I can craft some more boots, and I don't know what's going to happen if I run out of boots. I have some backup bamboo.
Just go barefoot, Pab.
No, I have like bamboo emergency shoes, but I don't think they last. They're a consumable item. They're not going to last me for long, I don't think. They're my emergency bamboo boots.
Wally in them.
Exactly.
Surely, if he has to deliver something that is that important, he will just walk barefoot.
But I don't know if you can.
Well, that's just
in Australia. It's very hot, and there's
that's
also
just
a
like
lot.
Immersion breaking if he can't possibly walk barefoot.
There's a lot of tar on the floor as well. I don't know if you want to be on tar. Tar's not a good thing for you in this game. Yeah, it's just bizarre, weird stuff. Dolman, I mean, I mentioned Dolman last week. I've become fully like I know more about Dolman now. Dolman is very useful. I'll have you know, Dolman. He you can
I have
throw
no
him in the
idea what he's
air.
talking about to you, Kev.
Dolman is
Probably
he's a
not, but
little
I'm
doll.
hoping there's at least one listener who
He's
knows
a
what's
little
going
doll.
on.
People who've played this will know. People put it in the Spotify chat or whatever it is comments. Then you know what I'm talking about. Dolman. He's a little doll, and you throw him in the air, and he becomes like a recon drone. You can literally look. Literally, we go through like his vision, and you can pick out enemies in a camp, and then he comes back to you, and he goes, "How did I do?" And you're like, "Okay, he did good." He just wants to like affirmations all the time. He's quite cool, Dolman. There's also I got a music player finally. I went to the musician in the mountains, and it unlocked the music player for me. So now I can listen to and tons of tracks just while I'm wandering around. Make a playlist. I did this in my quarters on the ship, and I went to see what Dolman was doing, and then I mean, minor spoilers for this. It's not really. I
A
basically
woman turned up.
Dolman went into like a dance number with 6 Dolman just on the table, just ordered like a dance number to this music. And I was like, this is insane. It's just I laughed for quite a bit, just chuckling away at a dance sequence in this game. Yeah, it was great. So now I have to go. I have to move on to the next. I've now got enough resources because I've unlocked the mine to be able to move on to my next objective, which I think is what are the things called? An observatory. That's what it is. I have to go to the observatory or something like that next. That's my next port of call. I do find it sometimes it's daunting. This game. It's not a game that I feel like I can just put a 20 minutes into.
Must be a
I
nightmare for you.
It's one of them games that where I feel like I need a good solid minimum hour and a half at least before, just because sometimes it's a long, but when you're walking, it feels long, but it isn't really long when you're walking around. It's even faster when you've got a vehicle. But when you're going to these places, you don't know whether you're going to encounter certain types of enemies, so you've got to bring certain weapons and stuff like that. And then you've also got to consider these games tend to have cutscenes in them, which can last a little bit of time. I've not had tons yet. Whereas, I mean, I think which game was it? The last was it Metal Gear Solid 4 that he did, Kojima? I think the ending cutscenes were like 2 hours long, 3 hours long. Um, it was something like that. It was so much stupid where it's like I haven't got the time for that. So yeah, I've just been kind of like playing it in like hour to 2 hour bursts, where I can just methodically do a mission, pick up a couple of items along the way, sort of thing, and get my ratings up with each of these people that need their parcels delivering. And it is all
If you
right.
did this
It's
for
all right.
Amazon, you'd make money out of it.
Well, no, yeah, I wouldn't. I'd barely make money for it the way Amazon
All right. But what
charge
are
you.
the
Get
others then? I don't know.
yeah, yeah. Um,
I'll do a
it's
dance number for you if you want to do it for Amazon. You just,
well,
wander into a room.
you've also got to be able to spot the enemies in a camp for me.
I mean, they
That
probably won't be here. You just buy a sat nav.
yeah, yeah. Um, so it's like I say, I'm going to continue to work my way through this game. How much of it I'll do, like I say, we are in a bit of a quiet spot at the start of the year. We tend to be until probably about mid-February, March time. We'll but other games will pick up, so it's a good time to get into your backlog. Yeah, I'll continue to work through this. I'm enjoying what I'm playing. I'm enjoying it. So there's things I've heard about this game that I've not encountered yet. So I'm like, okay, I'm looking forward to actually getting to these points now. Yeah, Death Stranding is good. The other thing that I've got is There's another thing that I've been doing is I'm getting back into the MetaQuest. I've been doing some more of my Beat Saber exercise stuff. I've been doing some exercise routines with the Beat Saber stuff. It's been fun. I've enjoyed doing that again. I've got some more songs, some more song packs and stuff like that. I don't know if you guys have done the Beat Saber stuff before. I doubt it. Maybe.
I can't wear the headset,
Played
unfortunately,
it
but I
once, but that's it.
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Part of me wants to see if Ollie would be interested in it because he's on his VR like most days. But
Yeah. Yeah.
the amount of time he hits the wall or walks into something, I don't think it's wise. He was playing a wizard. I can't remember what it's called. Something. It's a wizard game on there where it tracks his fingers. So if he's doing a spell, he can, wiggle his
Yeah.
fingers
Yeah.
and do the spell the right way, which is quite cool. I sort of
Yeah.
encouraged. I said to him one day, like, you pretty much only play Gorilla Tag on this, and there are games with stories and stuff, and he didn't really
Yeah.
care. But then
Yeah.
when I was having it back and forth about his controllers not working, that kind of developed a malfunction and all of that. Meta were quite cool about it in the end, actually, and they, alongside helping me sort it out, they gave some credit for the shop. So I encouraged him to buy some games of it rather than just using it on whatever thing microtransactions are in Gorilla
Yeah.
Tag, and he
Yeah.
bought this wizard game and something else. He's been enjoying them. I'm glad to see him actually
That's
getting
good.
some different play out of it, because at the moment, it's good exercise because I see him jumping around like a gorilla all the time. But yeah,
I mean, have you
kind of,
seen that? Have you like because you can cast it to the TV, can't you? So you can see what they're seeing inside there.
the only times I've ever looked at it, it looked insane.
It
Like
is.
it looked ridiculous, bizarre.
My nephew was doing it and he went, "Have a go on it," and I was like, "I don't know how you play this without." Like it's just it knocked me sick, and I've played in many a VR headset at this point, and it just knocked me sideways. The way you move around and stuff like that, it's just like no.
Sometimes he's playing it and it is screaming in the background, like things are chasing them, and I'm like, this would
Yeah.
traumatize most kids, surely. And he's just like having a whale of a time calling out to other people, being like, "Come this way, I'll save you," and then they're getting killed, and he's like, "Ah." I think, God, you get PTSD from this. It's horrendous, the noises it's making, but they seem to all love it.
Yeah. I mean, mine is like pretty much exclusively been a Beat Saber machine, and every time there's a new music pack comes out, I go, okay, well, it's something new at least. The most recent one is that I got the Coldplay soundtrack music pack. I was like, fine, there's some good songs in there.
I can't imagine you could do much working out to that. They're all going to be really
Well,
slow.
no, they do pretty good jobs of especially
Is
if
it
you
just
put like
you doing your? I can't say the word. I want to say the W word sign back and forth at the lead singer of Coldplay.
no, because you put it on a hard difficulty, and they're never a walk in the park now. I also got the Britney Spears pack, which was at least I know a good half a dozen of the songs on there. At least I know what they are, and they're probably some of the best ones that have how the tracks are like choreographed sort of things. They're pretty good tracks. And before that, it was like I don't know. I can't remember. The Queen one's pretty good as well. The Queen pack's good. I've got the Imagine Dragons one. I've got most of them, to be honest with you. I've got the Imagine Dragons one. I've got the Panic at the Disco one. I've got the Lady Gaga one. I've got the Green Day one. I've got pretty much most of them. Most of them
I was
I've
going
got.
to say like all of them. Then
I've got nearly all of them. But pretty much because it's the only thing that I play on there, and I get a bit bored. I've got the BTS one. I got the BTS one. I don't even know what any of these songs are. I was like, I just need something different to play on this game because I can't just keep playing the same songs over and over again.
I feel like them and Britney Spears are probably the only artists that I can think of that you listed that would really have a proper sort of workout beat. Like the rest are quite.
I think you want the Queen one's pretty good. I've not got the Metallica one actually. I might get the Metallica one next. Yeah, they're all pretty good. I've enjoyed what I've been doing, but in doing so, I have kind of like ventured out of there, looking in like the sales sort of thing over like January sort of thing, looking if there's anything similar sort of thing. And I have tried stuff in the past, and it's not the same. I think I tried Synth Riders or something like that, and I don't think it's quite the same. But I bought a game, and I bought it because I heard about it a little while ago, and I was like, "That sounds interesting." It was in my wish list. It was on sale. I got a game called Maestro. What do you think Maestro is?
Um, hmm. Isn't a maestro usually a conductor or something like that?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You
So
got
is
it
it
in
an
one.
orchestra
Yeah.
conduction thing?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. So you conduct an orchestra. So you kind of like wave your arms around, similar to what you're doing. It's not as like vigorous as like you do with Beat Saber.
But you say similar to what I do when I see Chris Martin, and I was like,
No,
okay.
no. It's more. Like I say, it's like I say, it's a lot of like pointing at certain parts of the orchestra, like, and then you raise like you want to raise the volume in one, lower the volume in one. You point at certain points of the orchestra, and you tell them to stop or come in, sort of thing, or whatever it is.
I feel like this game stores very much like mobile phones were, 15 years ago, however long, when they first came about. Because I just loaded it up to see what new games were appearing on there, and the number one game at the moment is a game called Agent Poop.
There's tons. It's very much like, say, it's become one of them. There's a lot of free to play nonsense in there, which I don't like.
Yeah.
Say that the Gorilla Tag stuff sort of took off really big, and then a lot of people have jumped on the bandwagon for the Meta Quest. I still like. I think Rec Room's a very good game. If you've not played Rec Room, I'd recommend that one. That's free. But I don't know. I also don't know what you want to get out of it. But there's tons of little mini games inside
I'm
of
trying to
Rec
get him
Room.
to hook it to his Xbox and to use it to watch Netflix and stuff, but he's just not having it. He just doesn't seem to think that's something else to use it for.
I did actually see that. I did see there was Disney Plus. There was an advert for Disney Plus, and I was like, I've got Disney Plus. Yeah, sure, I'll install that. I installed it. I've never done it. I've not logged into it. I was like, because I also think I'm not going to sit there. I'm not going to sit in bed watching Disney Plus on my headset when I could just be watching it on the telly. It just seems a bit daft for me to have a headset on in bed. Just a weird thing to be doing. So I was like, I'm not going to do this. Anyway, so Maestro, yes, I thought it was a good game. There's a lot of classical music in there, but there's also a lot of movie soundtracks in there. I played Pirates of the Caribbean song. I played I'm trying to think of some others now. Why have I not Star Wars?
Maybe like
There's a lot of
Indiana Jones or Star Wars or
I think
Superman.
there's definitely Star Wars stuff in there. And I was like, this is just a cool way. This is just a change of pace to me listening to all the tracks that I've got on Beat Saber. When I've played them all to death, sort of thing. It's like I can just have a change of it and swap the game, which is what I kind of want. Really, I want variation in me just trying to do like 20 to 30 minutes of a bit of like cardio, as it were. Just doing a bit of that and just getting a little bit fitter with it. Hopefully, that's my aim. That's all I want to do. And if I can do that with changing the game a little bit, because I'm getting a bit bored of playing the same songs. Yeah, it's just a change. I liked what I played. And yeah, other than that, I think that's it. Unless you don't want to know about Fortnite stuff, because it's I'm not playing tons of it at the minute. So yeah,
I was pulling up the Slack that time, and I've been on it.
yeah, you have been playing Fortnite. Yes, I still don't understand how you've. I understand the pain in the ass of trying to. I can't think of how you would do it, as in like how you would have done it any differently to get that cruise subscription onto your lad's account. I can't. I don't know. When you were talking about it, I was like trying to work my brain around it, because I can't do it. I can't get it on my Xbox either. I can't log into my account on Xbox because I have logged into Fortnite on the Xbox, and because it's not the same account as it is on the PC, I can't. It won't let me merge them. It goes, no, that's a separate account now.
Yeah,
And
I
I'm
think
like-
what I needed
oh,
to
well.
do that maybe went wrong was I should have logged into. I think I logged into my Epic account and it was connected to my
To your
Xbox account. Whereas if
Xbox
I'd maybe
tag, yeah.
logged in and connected it to Ollie's,
Yeah, I think that's where it
Epic account,
initially would have. You might have been able to do something at that point, but at this point, it's not going to happen. Yeah,
it's fine. No, I mean, I only wanted to send him the V-Bucks, and instead of being able to just send him direct,
it's just one
I
of
can
them things
buy
that
him
he's not
stuff.
going to get the full benefits of crew because he's not going to get the battle passes and stuff like that. But it is what it is. I'm sure he's happy with the V-Bucks anyway.
Yeah, no, he seems quite happy.
Good. Okay, well,
Take us
that's your
home,
lot.
Kevy.
That's your lot.
Right, go away. I'm trying to get Discovery Plus working on my Skybox and it's not working, which is very upsetting. So I need to
Oh.
now argue with that. So if you want to find us on the internet, you can do that at Mgukpodcast, or you can follow me at Lelujo.
And you can find me everywhere else, at Sheepdog6K.
And I'm at Pab 1986.
And we'll see you next week, boys and girls.
Have a good week.
Thanks, Letterbox.